The post-Trump stock rally continued today as the Dow hit a record high yet again. And for some reason, my alma mater is ringing the bell, the closing bell. Dow closing at over 19,790, continuing its post-election rally. However, not every company had a good day of trading, because this morning, Donald Trump tweeted that the costs of Lockheed Martin's F-35 program were out of control. There's that tweet. And that they would be cut come January 20th. After the tweet, Lockheed shares tumbled almost 3%. They closed the day down almost 2.5%. So just last week, the president-elect tweeted about the cost of Boeing's Air Force One proposal, causing a blow to Boeing shares that day. Joining me now to discuss how exactly Trump's tweets impact the stock market is Bloomberg Markets reporter Dani Burger. Good to see you.
Good to see you, Vlad.
All right. So, yeah, clearly the president-elect, soon to be president of the United States, when he tweets and it's about companies, there are effects.
Right. I feel like this could just be a daily segment at this point. Like, how is Trump affecting?
We really should.
Yeah.
We should tell Rob, our producer, that every day you should come by and we should do a Trump market tweet.
And you know what? I don't think we're going to have any shortage of material either here. I mean, it's quite incredible. So I guess you can say, all right, he's definitely targeting things he kind of has control over. I mean, this program in particular, it's already in place. John McCain talked about this earlier today. But it's really, really interesting. Well, one, so he talked about this on Sunday on Fox News, didn't get much attention. But Twitter, I mean, the markets love Twitter. As soon as he tweeted it, that's when the stock plunged. So I think that, I mean, we're going to see more of this. I bet there are going to be more traders out there building programs around his tweets, getting prepared for this. And there are going to be more company CEOs starting to shake in their boots, wondering, am I going to be the next target on Twitter?
Although I wonder if there is an opportunity, as a former Wall Street guy here, to say, look, there sometimes when the president-elect tweets, there's a hit on the stock price, but then ultimately recovers because usually the fundamentals of a company are very strong.
Right.
Not every company, but some of the ones that he may be tweeting about. Do I see an opportunity to make a little money? If I see, you know, the president-elect just tweeted this morning about a company, I buy into that weakness, and then by the end of the day, I'm up.
So, two sides to that. Some would say that there is indeed an opportunity there. Actually, there was an analyst from a research outlet called Buckingham today said that it's actually good for these companies when Trump goes after them, not just because of what you're saying, but it actually is beneficial to the company's earnings because these sort of in-development programs are risky for U.S. defense contractors. And it's better for the U.S. government if they buy sort of out-of-the-box programs. It's better for their earnings. So there are definitely people out there saying, hey, this is an overreaction. I'm going to buy into the dip. But there is another side to this. So if you think about what companies did well after Trump was elected, U.S. defense contractors were absolutely one of that group. He said,
because Republicans generally, when a Republican wins the White House, defense companies feel like, okay, this party generally supports what we're doing.
Right, absolutely. And he said over and over again on the defense, on the campaign trail that I want to build up our military. You know, I want to put more money. I want more people in our Navy. I want more ships. And it's interesting, so Cowen, another research outlet, they said before the election, they recommended buying U.S. defense contractors. They said, this is a great bet. And today, I mean, they completely revised their decision.
Check these numbers.
Exactly. I mean, they said we were wrong. You know, now there's sort of a Twitter risk is what they called it.
Man, I never thought I'd hear the day.
Right. You know,
Twitter risk in the
this
market.
is the new world of trading and the new world of America that, you know, this is a big deal.
Yeah. So, all right. So, is it safe to assume then that market watchers are going to be monitoring the president-elect's Twitter feed, and not just because of what he might have to say about the Russian hacks or about Taiwan, but because there is data that can be gleaned that can benefit or not in the stock market?
Right. Well, so this is kind of the new frontier of trading. All these different trading outlets, all these different hedge funds have been running all these different algorithms, seeing does it work if I, you know, get data from Twitter.
Yeah.
So this is definitely the next frontier of trading. There's some people who are saying it doesn't really work well, but you can basically run algorithms and not even, you know, someone saying specifically, Trump saying I don't like this program, but they have different monitors to gauge sentiment if it seems like people are tweeting negatively about a company. So the technology is already out there, and I'm sure that people have already been monitoring Trump's tweets, and people have said that this is part of the reason why the stock tanked so much after the tweet and not so much after his Fox News program. So people are actually already out there doing this. But if we see action like we did for Boeing, where it sinks and there's a recovery right afterwards, I mean, people are going to say, look, maybe if you're super fast, you're a high-frequency trader, you can quickly make money off of this, but over the long run, this isn't a very sustainable strategy. So I think it's going to have to be, once Trump is in office, once you see how he actually handles these contracts, perhaps then people will start building some long-term trading strategies, and these companies will actually suffer. But for now, I think it's really just off the bat from that tweet. People are quickly either shorting it, selling it, making money, and getting out of there.
Really fascinating stuff. Dani Burger, always good to have you. Thanks for stopping by.